Good evening, Divine Soul Tribe. I'm back again with a message and reading. I'm Divina. Welcome to my channel. For YouTubers, I do personal readings. My email address is in the description box below. I do not reach out in comments. If the comment isn't highlighted with my name, it isn't me. Facebookers, inbox me. We'll go to the Spiritual Council and Cards with Claiborne, which will be getting updated soon. Right, let's get into it. So, today, I've been speaking to people on the phone, obviously, because that's what I do. And it is becoming apparent that quite a few people are not getting a handle on the telepathic communication. Now, a lot of you are getting caught out by it. We've talked about this quite a lot. If you know that you have no desire or intention on messaging or calling your person, when you start thinking those things, that's because your person's thinking it. Even had an incident today. Well, it wasn't an incident, obviously. It was just a conversation. Confession, I should say. Against better advice, reunion consummations. With the other bit, hi Julie, with the other bit on the end of, seems a bit funny now, he's acting weird. I said after you consummated things. Oh, but it was all my idea. No, it wasn't. He sat there thinking about all of this, that, and the third, and you jumped on him. Get on it. You got to stop allowing, because at this point, it's trespassing. You've got to try and get a handle on that. If you know that's not you thinking that, then no, it's not a good idea, especially if it's coming from that side of the brain. So anyway, I've been tuned into masculine radio today, and I've had a few different songs playing on the radio. One was, it's a Mary J. Blige, I Can Love You Better Than She Can. So that one there is, they think that you might be seeing somebody else. Then what was the other one? Oh, I'm getting distracted because I've got the music on. I can't remember, it'll come to me. Anyway, they're in this energy of they want to reach out. They've had enough. TikTok. They know it's time. They want to clean it up, this mess. Because they've been in between worlds for far too long. And they want to go the distance. So they're building blocks so that you guys can be happy. And they want to come on in and tell the truth. Probably about all this shit here, all that glitters that wasn't gold. Anyway. So, I want to get into it and see what's going on. Right? This is going to be a general collective reading until I get distracted and start talking about something else. Right. Which I have got something else to talk about as well, actually, because I just watched a good film. So, let's have a look and see. TikTok. Why are they feeling this urgency? Because they feel defeated. Stuck in their heads. But, look. Holding on to the connection. They don't want to let go. So they're going to come on in with some passion. Don't consummate until they prove it. Don't want any more of those calls. Oh, he's acting funny again. The Lover's card with the Wheel of Fortune, that's why they're cleaning up their act, because they know that you're their destiny. You're their divine counterpart. God-ordained spouse. So they have to clean it up because they know they're in love with you. That's why. And this moon cycle is going to clear out the basement so that they can come forward and offer you a cup of love. That's not distorted because they're stuck between here and there. Right. Something more stable after they've cleaned out the basement. They're going to come on in and you guys are going to work hard together on being happy. So, stand your ground. Do not bend any of those boundaries. Oh, well, it's just... Stop making excuses for doing things that you know aren't right. I mean, do we want? You know, you want to... Hi, Nicola. You want to consummate your reunion? Feel free. But please don't ring me if you haven't heard from them for 2 or 3 days or they're acting funny, because you brought that on yourself. Look. It's the God card. They want commitment and they want to go the distance. But just because I'm... because they beat this bastard. But just because I'm telling you this, please don't use it as an excuse. Don't put my name in your mouth. Divina said, no, don't use it as an excuse to... Because otherwise, what will happen is that then you'll be this bound in another cycle. Because the thing is, if you let them come sliding on in and just act like nothing's happened and everything's the same, and you let these boundaries down, what do you think the next thing's going to be? More of the same. Because this is the thing, and I don't know why I have to keep telling people this over and over and over again. Look, they don't want to play no games. They want to give you their last name, right? There, commitment, right? But make them earn it. I said this the other day. Date. What's wrong with dating? Oh, it's long. I'll tell you. So it's another 3-year cycle of narcissistic fucking cat and mouse. Because you've let them come back on. Oh, wow, they let me come back on here. And I didn't have to try. The chariot's on its way. Clear the basement out so you can receive this chariot with grace. Not another distorted old banger. Another round of the same shit as before. Take it slow and invest your time wisely. Huh? If you want everything that's on that chariot, then you better fucking act like you deserve it. You walked away, your person walked away from all the things that no longer serve you. Alright? Why are you going to entertain another round of shit that upsets you and leaves you feeling depleted? Oh, I can't do that. It's the telepathic communication. Oh, I just can't stop thinking about them. That's them! Oh, but... maybe we need to do some classes on this telepathic communication and how to handle it. Because... that's how you lot are getting caught off guard. Take a minute to sit with what you're thinking, what's going through your head. Is that you? Could that be you? Why would you be thinking it? It's the same as the empath side of things. You walk into a room and all of a sudden you feel anxious, or all of a sudden you feel guilty, or you feel sad, and you was perfectly fine. It's not you. It's just come out of nowhere. So you try to figure out who in the room it's coming from. It's the same thing. If you're just... I wouldn't say obsessively, but if you're, well, I don't know, obviously I don't know what goes through your head, but if you're, oh, I want to message him, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and you know you have no intentions of wanting to message, that's them. Told you, looking at your pictures, going over your old messages, probably watching your stalking your social media, because the Page of Swords comes out all the time. Yeah? If you want to continue in this boat away from all the things that left you feeling defeated and in despair, hold on to your boundaries and invest in the connection wisely. Invest your time wisely. I said this. Doing more of the same shit that makes you miserable doesn't make sense. You want a victory. You want a brand new passionate beginning. Just wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. Take your time. Get to know each other again. I need to get my charger from my phone. Look. How you doing? Right. All I really want is... Yeah. See, this is them. They just want you to back it up. You want to sit down and talk. Go out. Get to know each other. Because listen, this is the thing, Soul Tribe. You're not the same anymore, they're the same. So you're going to have to get to know each other again. Brand new passionate beginning. Doesn't mean it has to start in bed. Fucking hell. This is the thing. We're not calling it the devil's playground for no flipping reason. Constantly encouraging you to just basically walk around naked having sex with anything that walks past you. Give it a fucking rest. That's not how you get to know someone. Doesn't matter. Fucking make it count. Otherwise, you're going to end up like this and I'm going to have to talk to you about it again. I don't want to have to listen to the same shit for another 3 years because you couldn't keep your legs closed, keep your dick in your pants. I'm getting really frustrated and I thought that, you know, my integration period, well, not over, but calm down. I'll be honest with you. It's quite upsetting and disappointing. Especially when it's people that know better. Come on, people. Divine Soul Tribe. This is it. You want this divine partnership. You want the love of a lifetime. You want your true love. You want your heart's desire. You want your cup of love overflowing. You want stability. You want all that good stuff. You want a stable foundation, a relationship that's loving, nurturing, that grows. But you don't want to do the work. You don't want to do what's necessary. You just want to jump into, oh, we're back together now, let's jump into bed. But you don't figure anything else out. You don't want to get to know each other again. You want to fall back into the same old patterns that got you here in the first place. Miserable. Now, don't get me wrong, those patterns made you go off and purge. Deal with your wounds, which is a good thing. For that, you should always be grateful, because you wouldn't have done it otherwise. However, it's time to do something new. If you want something better, it's 14:44 on the clock. If you want something better than what you had before, what you've seen your parents have, what you've seen other people in your family have, then do something different. Do better, because you know better. It's frustrating. And I'm not sitting here acting all innocent and stuff. I've been there. I know what it's like. It's easy to just fall in the trap. But I haven't been celibate for the last 6 years for no reason. I'm not about to do that. Like I said, the only person that can get in this house would have to be on the deeds. And to be on the deeds, you'd have to be my husband. Not that I'm expecting you lot to wait till marriage, but at least establish that you've got a solid foundation to build a relationship from before you fall into bed and start displaying those same patterns. Because this is the thing you have to grasp when it comes to the male of the species. They are like children. They are overgrown boys. And if you don't set your boundaries, they will run amok. You constantly complain about the same shit but don't do anything different. Stop it! You can't keep doing the same shit and expecting different results. You're too close to keep doing the same thing. Thank you, ancestors. God. That's the temperance card. So that's about having patience and taking your time. It's worth waiting for. It's worth waiting for. You know it is. If you've already sampled the goods, you know it is. You know it's a hot rod or a nice warm place to park. So why do you have to get on it right now? Let go of all the old things from the past. Yeah? This isn't necessarily about release your ex. Look at this angel. Oh, I love doing this on here because when I do the private readings, people can't see it. Right. This angel, she's had enough. For fuck's sake. That's all the old shit, all the toxic patterns that she got herself caught up in. That there is the contract. Let it go. Those contracts are closed now. No more. And yes, I suppose at some point you and your counterpart had a karmic contract because you had to release all those things from the past. All right. It is safe for you to love. Yeah? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Your heart, not your legs. Right. Well, we know that that's the case, but this is because you can't stay away. You can't stay away from each other because you're supposed to be together, but you can't be together if you're not healed yet. And if you're still doing the same shit, you're not healed. So please, this is another thing as well. If you find yourself falling into the same pattern just like that, you're not healed. Because you're not even trying to do anything different. And that's disappointing. You deserve love. So don't settle for anything less than what you deserve. Why are you going to allow yourself to fall into the same old patterns? Oh, I don't like this bit. This is low vibrational. So we know that they've been dealing with addictions. Now it's time for you to try and stay positive about your love life. Yeah? Be ready for some heart-to-heart conversations. Just conversate. Sit down and talk. Give things a chance. Be open and receptive. Legs closed. Because this is the thing. It was just the distress of it. It feels like I'm banging my head against a brick wall sometimes. Oh no, I couldn't help it, but it was my idea. No, it wasn't your idea. It wasn't. That's another thing as well. Why are you convincing yourself? It's like, as an empath, and I know most all of you are going to be empaths, right? There's no two ways about it. If you're a divine being of love and light, you come down as an empath. It's a default setting. You know when you walk into a room, you haven't done anything to feel guilty about, but somebody in that room feels guilty about something. If you know that that isn't your guilt because you've done nothing wrong, you're not going to accept that feeling as your own because it isn't yours. It doesn't belong to you. It's come out of nowhere. So why is an idea or a thought process any different? Yes, we all get caught off guard. It happens. But at least try to figure out where it's coming from before you act on it. And you don't have to act on everything that goes through your mind. Sometimes you could just process it. Anyway, this stuff needs to be dealt with because I've told you before and I'm not going to tell you again. I don't want to be dealing with them kind of phone calls. Your person's coming back on in a lot more stable. If, however, there's a small percentage of you where your person isn't quite as stable as that because they're still quite... So we did see the codependency card and we do know that they are working on their addictions, right? But like I keep trying to explain to you guys, if you've never had an addiction, and that's only a small... this is the thing, right? See? A lot of you will be out there, I haven't got an addiction. You will have. Even if it's an OCD, it's an addiction. You're addicted to having that control. Because it's something that you can't control. Anything that you can't control, right, is an addiction. I don't care if it's a packet of biscuits, drugs, or flipping watching Love Island. It's an addiction, right? It's not easy to cut yourself off from something that you've been addicted to. Now, if your person is still struggling, because they're still in this energy, talk to them if you want to. I'm not saying don't, but don't put yourself in a situation where you're like, oh, it was just like before. What's the definition of crazy? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. What's the definition of hell? Your third eye is wide open. Well, it should be. As long as you're not drinking that flipping tap water, you should be all right. You've got a path to walk, steps to climb, a stage to set. Can't have people overthinking things because they keep getting caught up in this telepathic communication. Your crown chakra's about to be bust open. Yeah? You ain't got time to be playing silly games. If your person is still coming back in their distorted energy, leave them to the left, because they ain't right. Check the energy, do a scan. And if you feel like you can't control yourself around your person, then you've got an addiction demon that you need to beat. Yeah, but stop making excuses. Stop. It's embarrassing. Now, I did just see the envy card, but I thought, let me leave it alone. But there's that community card. Right? Now, this could be one of two things. This could be people in the background doing a little bit of gossiping, because that's what I am picking up on. But this could also be the community that you guys are going to build once you come together. Got the angel of balance here. Balance needs to be restored. But first, you need to have the balance within yourself. If you still feel like you're all over the place, don't entertain your person. Because if you don't feel like you're strong enough, yeah, then you're going to fall into the same patterns again. These moon cycles are here to help you clean your shit up. Right? It's not a trick. Nobody's trying to keep you away from your destiny. It's going to happen because you're closing out all these karmic cycles. Making sure there's nothing in the way that can stand in your way, that can cause any problems. You're about to walk through the door to personal healing and happiness. Are you really going to allow miscommunication knock you off your path. Because I can assure you, if you fall into a whole nother karmic cycle of crap, you're getting left in the playground. Can't make this up. Back again with the sacral chakra. So what I'm picking up is willful ignorance at this point. Oh, listen to her. She don't know what she's talking about. Because she ain't had any dick for 6 years. She thinks she can tell us what to do. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm giving you advice on how to move forward more balanced. But the fact of the matter is, your 6 and 7 chakras are open. So I don't know why I'm having to tell you this. You should be in your knowing. Yeah? Instead of avoiding this, dealing with this, there's a big percentage of you guys that are avoiding it and adding to it. If you don't feel certain about your person's energy, don't think a quick shag is going to make it any better. Oh, let's just try that. That might work. That might make everything feel all right. No, it won't. Because that's not what feeds your soul. It steals your light. Fucking sex magic, for crying out loud. And if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, you're just going to entertain a whole nother fucking cycle. Do the work before you walk through the door to romance. Fix this. I can't keep telling you. I'll refer you back to my video the other night when I got dragged out of my bed at 3:30 in the morning by spirit. Do this, do the message. I didn't get to bed till gone 5 o'clock in the morning. I had to go to work. I've got a job. Another job, a muggle life that I have to do to keep the roof over my head. But I'm getting dragged out of my bed at 3:30 in the morning to give you guys some advice and give you guys a message. And yet here I am still taking phone calls from people that don't want to fucking deal with this shit. Yes, I know it's horrific. Yes, I know it's not nice. And no, it's not all about abuse either. Sometimes it's just a case of going out in your community service fucking energy, right? Hi, Barbara. Going out in your community service energy, allowing yourself to be used. Regardless of what reasons you was doing it for, it still damages the psyche and the soul. You're allowing yourself to be treated that way because that's how you feel about yourself deep down inside. Oh, well, fuck it, might as well. In here, not good for anything else. Stop. That's fucking sexual trauma you need to heal. Doesn't have to necessarily, because that's self-harm. That's fucking self-abuse. Sacred energy exchange. Go and watch a fucking up-to-date music video and tell me what they're fucking promoting. Go and actually read the lyrics of these fucking songs that they're pumping out for your kids to listen to, or that you're listening to for that fucking matter. Let's get into it. Right. It's disgusting. It's absolutely vile. I was sat in a friend's car one time. This is a few years ago still. And some man, the song, I don't even know who it was singing. I don't even know what the song was called. I'm hearing this man talk about little pussy dripping. Turn that shit off. I don't want to fucking hear that. Laughed at me. Oh, why are you being an asshole? I don't want to fucking listen to that. Oh, but listen, if my man's talking to me like that, that's between me and my man. That's not a fucking song for the radio. It's disgusting. It's all a manual now. Go out and do this. And you've got these females like Steph London, Cardi B, fucking Nicki Minaj, all them stupid female, well, they're not even females, they're just creatures, demon houses, right? Talking about, oh yeah, go fuck a man up, do this, that and the other, steal his money, da-da-da-da-da. Hi, Alan. And then you wonder why we've got everybody running around us. You've got 13-year-old boys talking shit like, I don't care who I get pregnant. The fuck are you talking about? You don't care who you get pregnant. You're out there creating a life, a house for a soul, and you're talking about you don't care who you get pregnant. How about you go and get yourself pregnant with some common sense? Yes, Barbara, I know how easy it is to get caught up, so I keep myself to my fucking self. No. At the end of the day, right, if you want a divine partnership, you've got to act like a divine being. About dashing your energy here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, I'm guilty. Hold my hands up. I've been there, done it. Got all the t-shirts. Not all of them, but I'm not sitting here in this chair going on blah, 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 because I'm on a soapbox. I've got the experience. I'm qualified to sit here and talk to you. I'm a professional by experience. Yeah? I'm not talking about shit I read in a book. I'm talking about shit that I've lived. Can't live like that no more. If you want a divine relationship, you've got to act divine. Keep your energy to yourself. It's your power. About dashing it here and there. This is what they want. I mean, shit. I mean, listen to the music that we listen to, what we used to listen to in the clubs, yeah? The X-rated stuff, or the bashment and all that stuff, right? That was in the club. In the club. You had to go out to hear that, or go to a private party because the DJ had it all, yeah? But now, that shit's on the telly 24/7. 24/7. We've gone from a time where they wouldn't show a music video where two men kissed before 10 o'clock at night to it's a free-for-all 24/7. We cannot continue to live like this. Our children are literally being conditioned and they're being programmed for paedophiles. They're encouraged to damage their psyche on a spiritual level because they think they're like, oh, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? It's just sex, isn't it? No, it isn't just a bit of fun. It's not just sex, in it. You're sharing your life force with other people that you don't know, that don't respect you. Most of them are fucking demons stealing your light. It's alright, it's a bit fun. Nicki Minaj does it, Cardi B does it. Let them they're fucking clones anyway, they're not fucking real people. But I digress. Something's got to change. Something's got to change. I am far from a prude. I'm not a prude. I'm really not. But come on now. There's a time and a place for these things. And it isn't 24/7 on a frickin' loop. 33 minutes I've been doing this for now. That's the number of the ascended masters. Can we ascend? Can we ascend beyond this level of consciousness so we can let it trickle down to the next generation and the generation after that? I mean, I sit back and I watch, my daughter and her friends bopping to these tunes and singing. I'm like, do you even realise what you're singing? Oh yeah, I like it. There's this song used to play on the radio. I can't even remember what it was called, but it sounded like it had a bit of a country and western sort of twang to it. Here's the lyric. It's 3:15, and I need you now. Basically, booty call. It's 2:15, and I'm all I can't remember, but it was basically about a booty call, and he was singing. No, the music catches you off guard because you're not really listening to the lyrics. Oh, there's that other one. Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Oh, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. You pissed me off, so I went and fucked someone else. That's what that means. And just because it's worded nicely with a nice little bit of music behind it, everyone's running around singing it. You're literally manifesting your own reality by singing these fucking low vibrational songs. I mean, look, I've got Jodeci on here now. Don't even get me started on the nursery business, Barbara. Don't. I'm telling you. 6-year-olds are being taught how to masturbate, touch time, help you with your anxieties. Bad enough when we were kids and they was doing it to us when we were 10. No, they're doing it to 6-year-olds. 7-year-olds in Canada are getting taught how to have anal sex so that they don't tear. Are you taking the piss? I can't. So, I don't want to get mad. I've had a really good day today. But this is what I'm talking about, people. This is why I'm so frustrated. How are we going to help heal the planet? How are we going to help stop these disgusting things from continuing if all we're worried about is, oh, well, let's just consummate our little relationship and fall back into the same toxic patterns. Clean yourself up so you can do better. The thing is, every one of us, right? This, and I know this is to be true, right? Every one of us, because we are divine beings, yeah, we are supposed to be in divine partnerships, right? You will have at least at one point in your life come across a divine couple. And that couple, you would, yeah, Alan, the world has gone mad. You will be like this around that couple. Everybody knows that exactly. It is about learning our path. Everybody knows that one couple where you're like, oh, I want that. Look how he looks at her. Look how she looks at him. They're in love. Have they only just met? No, they've been together 15 years. They've been like that since day one. True divine couple. You feel that love. You feel it. Don't you want to be that couple that inspires others to be better, to do better, to just do different? Not toxic shit. Why are you still together if you don't like each other? For the kids. Oh, well, I can't afford to move out. It's the bills, isn't it? Oh, no, okay then. Stay in your toxic relationship and let that toxic energy permeate throughout your household. See your kids grow up and entertain toxic relationships, and the curse continues. Carry on. Do you know, most of my life, I suppose I've been single, really. And in a way, I'm glad. Yes, I've obviously had relationships, but around my children, I split up with my son's dad when he was young. I haven't been, not around my children. I haven't set that template for my children. And I'm glad I didn't. Because any patterns they form now are their own. It's nothing I've instilled in them. They haven't seen me be mistreated by men, or me mistreating men, or accepting this, or not. None of it. We need to teach our children how to love in a healthy way. About let's stay together for the kids. Why? Do you want to fuck them up as well? Oh, well, it's easier because of this. Go fucking get a room in a shared house, for crying out loud, until you can afford to do something, live somewhere different. You know, that's another thing, all the toxic, nasty shit that people do to each other when they split up. Why? Why? And it's always in front of the kids, and the kids are used as weapons. Well, you're not seeing the kids if you don't do this, and I'm not seeing the kids if you don't do that. Well, fuck off then now. And then, oh, I'm doing it for the kids. It's for their best interest. What, to see you two arguing? To see you two tearing shreds off of each other? To see you two trying to win in a toxic way? Being mean and horrible to one another? Oh, that's really good for them, isn't it? Wonderful example that you're setting them. Come on. Do better, people. Divine Soul Tribe. Stop repeating the patterns that you're trying to break. It's no different to those callers asking me the same question in a different way, thinking that my telepathic skills are off today and I'm not going to notice that they're trying to ask me the same thing. Stop it. People don't know that. That's right. Sometimes people don't know they're toxic and the reason they don't know they're toxic is because they're following the patterns that were set before them by their parents. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, you have to be reborn. That's why it's called the ego death. You've got to let it go. You just got to let it go. And this is the thing as well. People don't want to admit when they're wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll have to admit that I'm wrong. It's like so it's like I said, it's like layers. There's layers to this. What you've realised to what you find out today, and then you find something else out tomorrow. It kind of blows that out the water, but it still leaves a little bit. But it's progress. You can't get caught up, oh, well, I got that wrong. Who fucking cares? Go and try and get it right then. It's no different to like what I was saying to you the other day about the game. At the end of the game, I mean, depending on how old you are when you find this, we all played Nintendo 64. We all wanted to save that princess, and we all did. But to save her, we have to beat the boss. You lost. I ain't having that. I'm going to save her. And you keep going back. You never give up. I'm not having it. I'm not having this game beat me. So why are you going to have this game, this devil's game, beat you? Why? Dust yourself off, get back up, and try to beat that boss again. And the thing is, here's the thing. You're the boss that you need to beat. Because the only person standing in the way of your ascension is you. You have to choose it. And it's difficult. It's like if you're an addict or you're a recovering addict, you have to choose not to do the drugs and give in to the voice or drink the drink or eat the biscuits or whatever it is. You have to choose not to do that every single day. Every time you hear that voice, and it don't matter if you've made it too weak to speak, you can still hear it, faint echo in the background. I gave up smoking weed for a whole year. Didn't think about it at all, yeah? I fell, I busted my ankle. That's how they get in, through trauma sites. And I just convinced myself, oh, that's it, you're just going to be fat, you can't go back to the gym now, just run me the weed, because I convinced myself I wasn't losing the weight because I'd given up smoking, so let me get back on it. That's how it caught me off guard. And then it just got back into the same pattern. Can't live like that anymore. So I said no more. Done. It was debilitating. Can't do shit. Once I sit down and smell, I'm not doing it. Mind you, I don't need a spliff to be like that. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. But that's beside the point. The point is, I had to stop. And it's difficult. Of course it's difficult. Because I allowed myself to quickly fall back into that pattern of smoking it every day instead of just a little bit of this and just a little bit of that. Thank you, my darling. Listen, it's tough. But that's what we're... Listen, why do you think I'm here with my big mouth? I'm the mouthpiece. I speak my truth, and I know it's not just my truth. It's a lot of your... If you're here, you're my soul tribe. So that is... I know you're dealing with the same things too. And this is the thing. We're all programmed to keep it to yourself. Don't talk about it. They only want to talk about things that are damaging you because they want to reinforce it. Oh, everybody's dealing with it. Why is everybody dealing with it? Because you fucking perpetrated it upon us. Constant entertainment to hold or control one's fucking mind. They're doing a good job. Fantastic job of it. Yeah? I mean, we all get caught up in it. But it's time to say enough's enough. Enough is enough. They could push. Look at the fucking music videos. I can't even I can't even listen to the music these days. If I hear a song and you see me bop into it, it's because I like the music. If I sit and listen to the lyrics, I switch it off. What my daughter does when she's having one of her funny moments and I'm pottering around and she's in with her mates, she'll be like, watch this. She'll put one of the songs on. She'll wait to hear me come back in the living room and she'll put one of the songs on. She'll be like, wait for it. Turn this shit off. Just start laughing and switch it off quickly because she knows. I don't want to listen to it. It's low vibrational music. I mean, shit, there's loads of YouTube videos out there. But yeah, hot rods. It's just, it's too much. I mean, when was the last time you actually heard a good love song? Back in the 90s, they used to pump them out in the 80s and the 90s. Now it's just like, oh, bend over, skin out. I'm running around with my dick out. Sit on it. Fuck off. It's disgusting. We've got females out here talking about rinsing out men for their seed and their money. Like it's their job. Like, come on. Teaching you how to be a succubus. Go out and collect your demons. That's what they want you to go out there and do. So I said to you, that's how they're stealing your light. There's always an agenda behind everything. Always. It's like back in the, I mean, even look, I was actually saying this about cigarettes earlier. Open a packet of tobacco. What does it say? Smoking kills. So why the fuck are they selling it to you then? They're literally telling you that you're smoking poison, but they're quick enough to sell it to you. But you can't get fucking weed unless you go round the back of the streets where nobody can fucking see you picking it up. But you can quite freely go into the shop and buy tobacco. Smoking kills. Ain't nobody out here killing over weed unless it's big fucking blocks. Fucking patch. Huh? Smoke the ting, don't worry about that. That's just my business. It's just me. No, listen, the thing is as well, and that's another thing. Weed is plant medicine. It's plant medicine, but not the shit you get now. Grow your own. Grow your own. Yeah? I just don't. I told you, I've got to keep my demons quiet. Starve them out. But like, it's not easy out here. It really isn't. And it's not going to get any easier if we continue to, because the thing is, we are agreeing to it. I can't afford green tea. Start a little garden. I can't. I've got this compilation and I'm looking at, and I can see the demons in her, in the girl on the telly. Pisses me off. Can't not see them. Anyway, yeah, we got the things have got to change. And the thing is as well, these kind of this music stuff and all the rest of it, they literally play these lyrics all day long. And that's another thing as well. Music's sent out with curses and demons attached to it, right? And I was listening to this guy that was in the industry years ago, and he was saying that these things will be like rituals are done over the master copies, and then they're sent out with demons. And once you've listened to a particular track more than 100 times or whatever it is, then something's activated. Think about this. Just try this for one day. Put Kiss on in the background. Say like you've got a day at home or a few hours at home or whatever. Put Kiss on in the background for 4, maybe 5 hours. Just in the background, quiet. And you tell me how many times you hear a song. Just pick one song, and how many times do you hear it in those few hours? Literally things on repeat. Why are they always playing the same songs? That's why. Because those songs are supposed to fucking... It's all part of the mind control. That's why everyone's like this. This is why I'm here now, because we need to get ourselves in order so that we can help the others. How did you do it? Well, this is what I tried, and this is what I tried. I didn't do it the first time, no. It took a few attempts, but this is what I did. And I'll tell you what one of the hardest things is when you're dealing with addictions and stuff like that, is support. Because let's face it, most of us, our families, or our friends, we've been surrounded, not all of our families obviously, and not all of our friends, but we will have been surrounded by narcissists most of our lives. People that want to keep us in our low vibrational energies because it serves them. Yeah? So you're not getting the support unless it serves them. You know, I call them the subtle saboteurs. You know that friend, you say, I'm going to stop drinking, I'm going to stop, say for argument's sake, you want to try dry January, but you wanted to chuck in changing your eating habits as well. You tell your friend this, you know, New Year's Eve, what your plans are, because, you know, New Year and all the rest of it. And then a few days later, oh, she fancies going to the pub for lunch. That's your friend. Oh, you ain't got a drink, so why... But why do you want me to go to the pub? Yeah? That shit. That's the sort of shit you need to cut out. Because that's not somebody that's supporting you. Yeah? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you love every second of it now, don't you, Barbara? It took... I'll tell you what it is, my darling. It took you 3 years... Which is a shame, really, but it took you 3 years to realise just how lovable you really are. Yeah? And you can never forget that now. No, and do you know what the most beautiful thing about that is? Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can make you feel abandoned. Nobody can make you feel alone, because you, my darling, you did the work. Love yourself. I love that. Love that for you. See? Each one teach one. It took 3 years, but it was worth it. And now you're like that. Don't reach my yard. My favourite is, oh, what are you doing? Nothing. Oh, no. I'm doing nothing. Oh, I'll come right. No. I'm doing nothing with no one. Them ones. Right, I suppose I better get some tarot, because I've been rambling on for like nearly an hour. I love you too, my beautiful Divine Soul Tribe member, Barbara. Absolutely gorgeous you are. And I love the fact that you've literally just sat here and said, it took me a long time, but I got there. See, and this is what we need to be doing, discussions about things like this, because people always feel so alone when they're going through the process. And unfortunately, yeah, the dark night of the soul, it is a lonely process. But if you know, this is the thing, I'm talking for, so you fucking know what you're going through. You need spiritual counsel, because it's a spiritual problem, isn't it? You know, death to your old life. And your new life's coming on in fast, because you cut some shit out. Now stay focused and eyes on the prize. For some of you, this will be your person. Now, we've talked about this, because the King of Wands is still the King of Wands in his hand. We're not going to fall for that, the old okey-doke. So we've got the Page of Pentacles here. So, right, this is you at this point, right? And the Hermit's sticking out. Right, so this is you at this point. You've grown within yourself, and you've let go of all the things that no longer serve you, right? So now you're at your new level of consciousness. You are this spiritual infant, yeah, but the Page of Pentacles is stable, someone that's keen and eager to learn, right? Because they know whatever they learn, they can take and grow and become abundant in this knowledge. With this knowledge will generate abundance, but not just money, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially, right? Because your wisdom is within you. The answers that you seek are within you. You are your Akashic records. You are. And you're also this badass spiritual warrioress. That's why your person's coming on in. Because listen, I know this is what I've been picking up for a few days now, because I'm telling you what's been going on masculine radio, they on it. We have got to put in the work. But you know what? It's only hard if you don't know what you're doing. And also as well, if you don't have the support. You know, that's why I say to people that if you're struggling with something, you can't wrap your head around something, it's something I can help you with, ask. That's one of the things that irritates me as well. Oh, you'll get these stupid little promotion videos. Oh, you're struggling with this, you're struggling with that. 5 minutes talking shit about, oh, I had this and I was wearing with that and blah, blah, blah. But I've got the magic secret. Fucking tell me then. Oh, just sign up to my news. Whatever the fuck it is. £20 a month. Why the fuck do I need to sign up £20 a month for you to tell me one tiny little nugget of something that makes everything make sense? Piss off. If you want a reading, yes, I'm going to charge for that because that's my time and energy. But here, now I'm sitting here imparting my wisdoms, the benefit of my experience that, you know, led me to the knowledge of my wisdoms with you, because you need help with these things. You don't need someone to say, because that's another thing as well. When you're going through these things, you feel spiritually poor, depleted. So why is someone charging you money? Yeah, exactly. When the toxic leaves, that's when your powers grow. A £700 well-being course. If you listen, I like the enthusiasm, but that £700 could have been spent on something else. Go and buy some self-help books. Read. I don't know. Like, there's plenty of books out there. The Untethered Soul, How to Break the Habit of Being Yourself. Oh, what was the other one? Soul. There's quite a few books out there. It's not difficult. Go and buy one. About, well, that's what I'm talking about. What do you mean part one? I can't do this. It's one thing, right, okay, it's one thing going to a retreat for the weekend or whatever to rejuvenate, meditate, get at one with nature, you know, have a bit of a detox and all the rest of it. That's different. That's self-care. But if you're going to pay somebody to teach you how to not be a toxic arsehole, then you're already losing. Because 9 times out of 10 about well-being, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to cut out. This video. Anyway, the thing is, you know what you need to do. And if you're struggling, it's not hard to go out there and find a bit of information. It's like when I was like, right, this, I need to do this, I need to do that. I've got to lose weight. What can I do? Like, I've tried this exercise method. I've tried that. Ask the universe, give me some help. So I started saying, oh, struggling to lose weight over 40. That's me. Let me have a look. So I started doing weights, right? But while I was looking, I came across these promotional videos. The guy's going, oh, I saw this woman coming in. She'd only come in 3 times a week, work out for 20 minutes, da 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 da, blah, blah, blah. Asked her what her secret was. Then we again talking 10 minutes of shit and telling you nothing. Right? Sign up to our course and then you can find out what she did. I'm already a member of the gym. A women's weightlifting class included in the fucking fees. Why do I need to go and spend extra money to find this out? No. What worked for me might not necessarily work for you, but it might be a starting point for you to work from. Yeah? Because I'm going to stop with this reading. I'm going to get some different cards out. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm taking that out because this come up the other day. I've got a self-care deck. Oh my God. This deck, yeah, I got this for free. The universe gifted me with this. I ordered some decks. I was getting excited. So I wanted, like, my decks turning up. And this extra deck turned up. Checked all my receipts, checked my bank statements, checked my orders, everything. No, this deck was not in it. Self-care deck. So from the universe. Right. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got hydrate. So drink more water. So guys, I've told you already. So we're 3 days before the full moon and then 3 days after. So the next 6 days is the last bit. It's the last, it's the last couple of flushes for the bottom of the toilet. So if you feel like crying, let it out. Let it go. Right? Just go with it. But make sure you drink plenty of water because it is, you know, it is a drying out business. Take some time to... What did I say? This says be still, right? And what did I say to you guys? When it comes to that sexual related trauma or anything for that matter that's left, because you've got to go through that to get to the basement, right? Anything like that, you've got to sit with it and then release it. It's one last time. It's no different to, like, you're going to like this one. Get a sweet treat. Not too many, though. But it's no different to, like, shit, that's what I was thinking now. Did I clean out? Oh, right. So, like, past toxic relationships, yeah? Like, from years ago, right? When you sit and talk about them now, like if you're talking to somebody about the experience because you're trying to let them know, like, this is what I tried, this is what I did, or this is what I experienced. You know them ones where you're trying to tell a younger person about their toxic relationship because you can see exactly what's going to happen. Because the spirit of narcissism is the same fucking thing. The devil. Anyway. They don't want to listen. And you're like, look, I'm just giving you the benefit of my experience. You know what I said to my daughter and her friends? I said, I suffered, so you don't have to. What? I'm not telling you don't go and have your experiences. Of course, you've got to go and have your experiences. However, they don't need to be so fucking traumatic. They don't. Go and have your experience, but at least go and make an informed decision. Go and make an informed choice. Then at least you know what you're prepared to deal with. So, you know. But anyway, when you're doing that, when you're talking about your past experience, you're not sitting there getting upset and crying and, you know, and being worried about everything, because you've got past that experience. You've sat with it, you released it. And I know it sounds like a weird thing to say, but you have to honour that experience because it's part of who you are. Well, it's part of your training program, and it's part of what you, what made you who you are today. Yeah? So look, sound healing. Oh, Tibetan bowls. I love Tibetan bowls. Maybe you should find a meditation with Tibetan bowls. I'm going to recommend, do a foot soak with some sea salt. Yeah, foot soak. If you can, Soul Tribe, plan a vacation. even if you have to do what I did, run away from home and just go to a hotel somewhere, just you are the sunshine, Barbara, and don't you forget it. You're here to shine your light on the whole world, your beautiful divine light. That's what we're here for, to shine that light. We know what we've experienced is going to help others, not experience that. Like I said, we're the pebbles, I was talking to my mum about this earlier. I was like, we're the pebbles. I said, even if I only reach 10 people and help them turn things around, they're going to go off and help other people. It's a ripple effect. Each one teach one. Then I can start implementing my plans for the future. Think it, speak it, do it. Well, write it down. Manifestations, people. Divine Soul Tribe. What do you want? What are you thankful for throughout this moon cycle? And what do you want? Because get ready for the new moon, right? Think about what you want moving forward, because spring is on its way here. Okay, now, is it spring already? Almost in spring, yeah? That's the new year, when new things begin. Oh, I'm excited. Because look at you lot releasing all your burdens. Taking your power back and becoming a badass. Because this is about, we're all empaths. This here is about us taking our power back. Look, yes. She's chilling. She's got that fire energy. She's got her one. She's got her power. She's a spiritual badass. Like you. Because if you're here now in this energy, and I know you are, Barbara, and I know you are too, Alan, you're embracing your spirituality. You're embracing your soul essence, who you are. A beautiful divine being of love and light. Now, we're not all avenging angels. That's just me. That I'm aware of so far. Okay, my darling. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then. Good night, beautiful. You're the Empress, by the way. I just split the deck. So good night on that note. Just for you, that was. Right. Right, let's see what else comes up. Because I can't keep going on. Right. Guys. I'm going to... I am passionate about this because it's important to me that you guys heal. So the Six of Cups, like I said, this is about healing their wounded inner child. Have you done enough work? Because I'm not saying, it's unreasonable to expect you to have cleared every single last thing out, but you need to make it clean enough for you to be able to continue to work on the inner child. Now, the bulk of it should be done, but then obviously then there's that other little bit where, the unconditional love and receiving it, right, comes in. Now, you're receiving your powers now, as we have been talking about. And you're going to have to learn to grow with them and with your person, because the Six of Cups, it's always got two kids in it, right? So this would be you and your person coming back together if that is what you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. You've done the work, then you can come back together, right? And then you can grow together in a healthy way. Look, the Sun card with the Six of Wands. The Ace of Wands. That's your power. That's your victory. That's you going to get your crown. And that's you, the sun. You are going to shine your light on the world. Yeah? Because this is you now. You're ready to take a leap of faith into your new life. Into your new life. Right. What did I want to get out? Ready. Are you ready? Because I'm telling you now, the next 5-6 days is going to be heavy. Depending on how much work you've done so far. I want these ones. So I'm going to put some of these away, and I'm going to pull some cards from the Enchanted Forest. I do like the forest. But look, the way things are going at the moment, and don't forget, you've got to be vigilant, take spirit baths and stuff, because, you know, they are out here, these people are out here trying to do the most, sending in Mr. Hot Pants and little Miss Hot Snatch. So you got to be careful out here, because, yeah, they ain't about to play. Neither should you be. All seeing, all knowing. So you should be. Right. Let's get some. All these bloody cards. If you lot can actually see what this table looks like. It's a mess. Right. Because this is all looking pretty good. Like, I feel like you guys have been doing most of the work. Because even though I'm here, you know, banging on about, you're running out of time, you already know this. TikTok. You want to go the distance, you got to clean it up. I'm leaving these ones out, these bottom ones, because that's how we started, right? You guys can come together, work together, and build together, yeah? This last little bit here, this last bit of purge, I feel this is for you to fully step away from your shadow side. Because this is the thing, guys, Divine Soul Tribe. The final purge is to get yourself fully out of your shadow side and into your north node. Yeah? So you start walking in your north node, your divine purpose, right? It's just letting go of those last little bits, those last little attachments that you've got. And it's not, I don't think it's, at this point, the way I'm seeing it is you and your person are now in this energy where you're like, yeah, I'm away, I'm out of that now, I'm not on it. I just want to be happy. That's all it is. Just want to be happy. And you know, there's nothing happy goes on in the grey side. You know, it don't. Right, so I want one more from that Wisdom Oracle deck, actually. Let's have a look. Just one more, please. No, we're not doing that. It's going to fall over the place. Mending. And then it looks like 2 children to me. Yeah, 2 children. Mending. To be fair. So, just be open and receptive. Well, you don't have to be. It's just my advice. If you want to talk to your person, talk to your person. If you don't want to talk to your person, don't talk to your person. But be clear. Because I'll be honest with you guys, at this point now, especially if your person's gone off to deal with their addiction demons, and then they've gathered enough strength and courage to come towards you, check their energy. I don't know what's going on here. Right. Check their energy. Right? If they've gathered enough strength and courage to come towards you, then at the very least you can figure out, well, see what they want. But like I said, nothing less than a complete sentence. Alright? Don't fall into the same old patterns. Because I ain't taking those phone calls. I'm not doing it. Especially if you, your person gets you like that in your head. Because if you're not in control of yourself, and that's another thing as well, if you feel compelled to respond to them straight away, that's them. That's them. Don't react, respond. It's time to let go of all the things that no longer serve you. And I tell you, one of the things that you're going to need to let go of, guys, in a big way, is who you remember your person being. They're not the same. They've transcended, as have you. This is things what I find funny with people. You've been transmuting. There's negative energies. Your person's been transmuting negative energies because you're healing. You're healing, and whilst you're healing, you're gaining knowledge, and you're protected. And you're about to get your happiness because you've been purifying yourself, and so is your person. Yeah? I love this deck. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Oh, dragon power. Magic. Your magic. Your person's magic, and together you'll create even more magic. When you come together and you're fully together in union, because the thing is, it's not even like, the thing is, you're like, oh, well, it should be like this, and da 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 da. It's not what they tell you in the flipping films. It's not. And some people will over-exaggerate their shit. And this is another thing as well. People seem to be under the impression that once you get back together, or you come back together in reunion, it's like everything will just work out. No, that's if you think that what the work you did to get back to this point was all the work that you needed to do, you're sorely mistaken, because now you've got to learn how to be in a healthy, loving relationship with someone that you love unconditionally. You've got to learn how to speak up. You've got to learn everything again, because everything you thought you knew was wrong. That's going to take some work. But you cleaned it up. You're pure now. And you're manifesting your dreams. And part of that is a family. Divine Soul Tribe. Welcome. So, if it hasn't happened right now, have a little patience. It's coming. It's incoming. I'm telling you. I've been telling you for the last few weeks. I've been seeing my spirit animals. And I'm not just seeing one or two here. I'm seeing, I don't even know what you'd call a group of deers. Yeah? I'm seeing like at least 40 in a field together at one time with stags. And that all that week I see deer every day. Not even just one or two, like it'd be a minimum of 4 or 5 at least. Like that day, oh, it was a sight to behold. But anyway, as above, so below. The thing is, time is a human construct designed to keep us trapped. And it does a good job, like I said before. Thing is, you've got to have a little bit of patience, right? Because it's coming. New beginnings, yeah? That's what you want. Spring is practically on the doorstep. So there may be a little bit of chaos through this moon cycle, but this is what's going to bring about your growth. Yeah? So sit in the stillness of what it is you need to release, and then release it. The storm spirit has come to clear the path. So it may feel a little bit chaotic, but sit with it for a minute, yeah? And release it. And then you grow. You grow. And you bring joy into your life. Because there's a renewal. Joy. Okay, okay. If you want stability in the next chapter of your life, you're going to have to trust that Spirit and God have got your back. They did not bring you this far to let you down. I promise you this. That's the that's the truth. That's the truth. And underneath that is generosity. So Spirit and God are going to be generous with you. I wasn't going to keep love. That's what you want. And because you've given it to yourself, you've chosen to love yourself. That's why you're getting everything you asked for. You loved yourself enough to love God and come back to the light. So, I need to wrap this up. I don't know what to pull. I want to pull another card. Oh! We need to finish on the 144,000. Because that's what we are. We're chosen ones. We're here to help change the world through our love. And we're highly ranked in the spiritual realm. Bring it on! Shaman. So some of you out there are shamans. And you don't even know it yet. That's what I love. Because this journey it's all about self-discovery. Divine protection and intervention. So your team are on it. Your ancestors are on it. And some of you might have some natural Reiki powers. So I'm going to tap into... Oh, look, that again. I'm still highly ranked in the spiritual realm. Let's get a couple of cards, guys. Divine protection and intervention. God's ambassador. On a twin flame mission. Divine soul tribe. One more. I get carried away. You know why? Because anytime I talk, people shut me up. Oh, or they try to shut me down. The most you lot can do is type a message. And that doesn't really interrupt me. Well, it might distract me for a little bit, but you know. Here she goes, don't shout. At least I've left the demon stuff alone for a little bit. You're a star seed. You're angel. Like I said to you before, we've got our DNA is not junk. It's not. We have been all around through time and space, right? I just want one more. I love this deck. I love this deck. One. Okay, all right. 3. You're a light worker. Well, we knew that anyway. Some of you are Reiki, some of you are shamans, some of you are Reiki practitioners, whether you know it or not. You're a Jesus descendant. Oh. You actually can't make this shit up. So you see this full moon, my divine soul tribe, I've told you it's going to bring things to the surface, it's going to reveal things to you. Judgment day for your enemies and evil family members. I really don't want to get into it because I gotta go to the toilet. So, I don't really want to get into it. No. We'll save that for tomorrow. Because we're still in the full moon energies anyway. So, I'm not leaving that there like that. We're going to have that there. Twin flame mission because you're God's ambassador. And you're a Jesus descendant. And you have divine intervention and protection because you're a starseed, as well as being God's ambassador. Right, divine soul tribe. I gotta go. So until tomorrow. Oh yes, you came late. Ugh. Have a good watch. I'll speak to you later tomorrow, my darling. Good night, people. Beautiful divine beings, my beautiful, beautiful divine soul tribe. God's ambassadors on a twin flame mission. Jesus descendants. Until next time, stay divine.